While it's impossible to predict the future, most economists agree that a recession is on the horizon. In the last recession, which lasted from 2007 to 2009, the stock market crashed, housing prices fell, and many people lost their jobs. This time around, there are already some recession warning signs. For example, interest rates have been rising, which is causing a decline in the standard of living and consumer spending. In addition, the Russia-Ukraine war is creating uncertainty in the global economy. Welcome to Focus 5, where we focus on information and education that will inspire your pursuit of a successful and luxurious lifestyle. A recession can be a tough time for everyone, but it doesn't have to be the end of the world. With some careful planning, you can weather the storm and come out on the other side in good shape. While this channel does not provide financial advice, we feel that providing you with some tips to prepare for a recession could benefit you and your lifestyle. So it's still unclear whether or not we're officially in a recession, but one thing's for sure, it's not looking good. What is a recession? The first step to preparing for a recession is understanding what it is. If you don't know exactly what you're scared of, then how can you prepare for it? A recession is when the GDP, gross domestic product, of an economy is negative for 6 months. GDP describes the value of goods and services provided by an economy. Normally, GDP should grow every quarter. In the case of a recession, the GDP is lessening in value. Now that you understand what a recession is, let's talk about 5 ways to prepare for it. Number 1, do not panic. One of the worst things you can do if you feel that a recession may occur is to panic. It's important to remember to remain calm. Don't take any drastic action that could ruin financial goals you've been working towards. Now is not the time for impulse decisions. It's the time for strategic planning. You need to be level-headed in order to prepare for the future. Making rash decisions out of fear can ruin your financial future and put you in a potentially rougher situation. Plus, recessions can be difficult to predict. You could be freaking out about something that may not even happen, so it's best not to make any financial decisions that could put you in jeopardy. So take a deep breath and let's focus on things you can control. Number 2, reevaluate your budget. One of the first things you can actively do to prepare for a recession is to prepare your budget for one. Recessions can put you in a financial situation that can get pretty tight, so if you have already prepared to make some cuts, it won't affect you as much. Start cutting down on unnecessary purchases. Check your bank statements to identify where you can make sacrifices in your budget. Try to live well below your means. If you haven't already, start putting money away in an emergency fund. By building up an emergency fund before a recession starts, you can have money to fall back on in case you find yourself in an uncomfortable financial situation. Your budget should focus on putting as much money into savings as possible. During a recession, it's really important to have money to fall back on in case the worst comes to worst. If you can have a set budget that allows you to live well below your means, it will be easier to live below your needs when you have to. Number 3, max out retirement contributions. If you can max out your retirement contributions before a recession, you won't have to play catch up during a recession. Maxing out your retirement contributions has so many benefits for your future. It can be really detrimental if you stop putting money in those accounts because you fear a recession. Don't let a recession ruin the rest of your life. Recessions are difficult financially, but you can recover from them. A strict budget can help you find money to keep contributing to your retirement funds. While it may be a sacrifice to contribute to these accounts, your future self will be thanking you. You can set yourself up for financial success even after a recession. By maxing out your retirement funds, you can rely on those building up and create a secure future for yourself. Number 4, pay off as much debt as you can. Debt can be really devastating, especially during a recession. If you are in fear of a recession and you have a lot of debt, start paying off as much of it as you can. Debt builds interest the longer it takes to pay off, and you can find yourself in a deep hole coming out of a recession if you have not been able to make payments. Adopt a method to pay off your debt. A popular one is called the debt snowball method. The snowball method has you pay off your smallest debts first, making the rest seem more manageable. Make an effort to pay off debt before a recession, as it can really drag you down if you have a lot building up during a recession. Number 5, find alternative sources of income. No one is safe from the possibility of a layoff, even if you have a good job. In fact, during a recession, layoffs can increase as companies close down. That's why it's important to have an alternative source of income. If you lose your job, you'll still be able to support yourself and your family. There are many ways to create an additional source of income. You could pick up freelance work or start consulting on the side. Whatever you do, make sure you have at least 2 sources of income so you're prepared for anything. It's okay to have fear about the possibility of a recession, but it is important to remember that you can prepare for one. Most fear around recessions is due to the unknown aspects of it. You don't know when it's coming and how it will affect you. A recession does not have to render you completely financially helpless. By taking steps to prepare for a recession, you can provide yourself with enough financial security to ride it out. Don't let a recession steal the lifestyle you've always wanted for yourself. Thanks for watching our video on how to prepare yourself for a recession. If you found it helpful, please give us a like. And if you want to see more videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to our channel. See you guys next time on Focus 5.